Hey guys, what is happening? Krios Hale here again, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. This time we're playing Beta 1.1. This is actually going to go live pretty soon for the masses, so you might be playing this already by the time I get this up on YouTube. But needless to say, I'm sitting here in my shiny new ASP Explorer, and it's pretty sweet. There's a lot of new changes in Beta 1.1. It starts off with community goals, so there are a couple of different missions that have been introduced. One I'm going to look at really quick here. Now you can see above, this is an example of a community goal. So ending hunger in the Dalton system, you can really work together with the rest of the community to get this mission accomplished, and there's some incentives for doing so, as you can see here. And here's my ASP outfitted for exploring, and I can't wait to do all of that. It's going to be pretty awesome. So as we get the ASP ready and out the hangar doors, I wanted to go over a little bit about Beta 1.1. The biggest change for me so far is the city lights on inhabited planets, which I'm going to show you guys here pretty soon. And what that is if you remember, on the dark side of inhabited planets there were no city lights. A big gap really in the realism factor, and they've corrected that, and it looks friggin' awesome. They've also enhanced the overall cloud layers on terrestrial planets and the details. It's pretty amazing. They've also extended route planning to 1,000 light years, which is pretty useful and handy. They've added discovered by tags, which is if you're the first person to discover a planet, it gets tagged with your name and people can see it. Now you will have to scan the surface of the planet in order to get that credit, but still pretty cool. They've also added some new music to exploration. They've also improved the audio on docking bay lifts and panels. And one of the other changes they made was that you won't automatically incur a bounty on a system authority vessel if you just get a stray shot on them. So, you know, when you're bounty hunting or something like that, it takes more consistent fire in order to get a bounty, which is pretty handy. Also, if you're allied with them or that faction, it'll take even more stray shots to get a bounty on you. So it seems really practical, especially in the heat of battle, where you could be fighting for a faction and, you know, you just get a stray shot and incurs a bounty and you gotta go back to a system to pay it off.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So right off the bat, you guys can see the city lights on the dark side of the planet, and you can see the improved textures in the clouds and the multiple layers as well. It is amazing. We're going to take a closer look here, go into kind of a close orbit, and hopefully watch the sunrise a little bit. Everything from the music to the lighting, the visuals, everything is just awesome. I will say I'm kind of taking a close look at these lights on the dark side of the planet, and they are a bit lower resolution than the rest of the planet. I do notice that. It's not a huge deal, and obviously they're going to be improving it as time goes on, but man, this looks amazing. Friggin' awesome. Just Look at this. I mean, it's even better because I'm in the ASP Explorer, and the big bay windows just, it helps a lot in really looking at the planet. But, so I got pretty close. You automatically drop out of frame shift when you get close to a planet. That's what just happened. And I'm happy with that because I want to take a closer look anyway. This just looks amazing, guys. I mean, they've really improved it in 1.1, all of the visuals. Now, I'm not even playing with an Oculus Rift. I imagine it's phenomenal in the Rift. This makes me want to land on planets even more. Frontier, I can't wait until you guys come out with that. It's going to be amazing. Alright, we're going to head out of here for now. Line up with the escape vector here.
Four, three, two, one, engage. Engage.
So this is hyperspace. I'm just taking a look around, seeing if it's changed. I don't notice a huge change, but again, I could be missing it with the naked eye, so... Alright, on the system here, let's...
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scoop activated.
Fuel scooping complete.
And we're gonna head to a space station here pretty soon.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So we're passing by a planet here, and you guys can take another look at the city lights on the dark side and all the improved textures on the rest of the planet. I really think they've improved this a lot. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. If you're playing the game, if you're watching the videos, have you noticed a lot of difference? Because I certainly have noticed it. Huge difference. Got a couple people in Super Cruise floating around me. Just to give you guys a heads up too, in this video I'm going to have both solo play and open play. The thing with open play, I noticed in the 1.1 was that it was pretty glitchy, but I actually have a couple of different clips, so it's going to be 1.1, the beta 1 and the beta 2, so several phases.
Request granted.
As we approach Ackerman Market. This is another pretty nice space station. It has the cityscapes on the inside of the orbiting ring there.
Scan detected.
There's the landing pad. So as you buy bigger ships, you'll notice that when you request privileges to dock, they'll be directing you to appropriate landing pads for the size of your vessel. Oh, overshot it just a little bit there. It's correct. And land.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Awesome. this is just showing you guys a different space station, a couple people in Super Cruise around me, and a different type of planet from the usual. As we approach Cleve Hub. And here I just have the advanced discovery scanner equipped, and I quickly scan a star, and there we go. It's pretty nice. So here we are in the Imperial Clipper. I really wanted to see the interior and exterior of this ship and pilot it around, and just get a feel for it, especially in the beta since I'm able to do that. And this is pretty awesome, guys. Probably the cleanest, most sleek cockpit that I've piloted in Elite Dangerous so far. This is pretty sweet. So just to give you guys some perspective, here's the Clipper from the exterior. Looking pretty awesome. Don't have a paint job on it or anything like that, but take a look at the cockpit and you'll see the two seats there. So that just gives you a sense of scale to how huge this vessel is. And I was sitting there in the right seat before. So we're going to go ahead and take the Clipper out for a spin. I also want to show you guys some combat with it as well. I do like the view in the Clipper. It's pretty nice. You don't have the bottom view that you get from the ASP, but in terms of left, right, and above you, it's pretty nice. I like it.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
One thing that is challenging in a vessel of this size is just judging the size of it, pretty much, based on where you are. I mean, I'm sitting here in the right seat. I have to remember how huge this spaceship is, and when I'm especially piloting it through the mail slot like I just did right now, or through any other area like landing and the hangar bay, gotta be careful. Don't want to crash into anything. I do love the interior of this thing, especially when you're out in space. The colors inside are pretty nice. I really, in addition to walking around or entering planets' atmospheres and stuff like that, I also want to be able to walk around inside the ship, especially a ship like this, because I think that would be pretty cool. Have some crew members as well, so I can have a co-pilot. Probably an NPC co-pilot, of course, because I think it would be pretty boring otherwise if you weren't in control of the ship. But who knows? It might work for that too. I mean, there's a lot to do. You could also shuttle around passengers, and you could potentially have players who are passengers who basically they just want to own a business or do whatever, and they don't want to pilot a ship. I imagine later on it could progress to that level. So here we are interdicting a wanted criminal, because I want to show you guys some combat in the Clipper. So let's try this out. I have two beam lasers, pretty powerful ones, and then two multi-cannons. The multi-cannons are kind of more of the routine ones that you get, so they're not overly powerful, but let me get around this guy. But yeah, they should still be fairly effective. So my heat levels are going up from the beam lasers there, but I managed to take his shields down, so that's pretty handy. So I'm going to keep using the multi-cannons and the beam lasers, hopefully take this guy down. He's at 81%. So yeah, the Clipper is working pretty well so far. I like it. Of course, it's an expensive ship, and I would not be able to afford it in the regular game, or the regular release right now. This is just in the beta. And if you guys are wondering how I did that, was the Type 9 is 100 credits in the beta. So I went ahead and bought the Type 9 and sold the components. When you sell the components, you get about 2 million credits from that. So I bought a bunch of Type 9, sold the credits, and then bought a clipper. Some might consider that shady, but it's the beta, and I wanted to test out several different vessels. So I ended up testing out the Python as well, the ASP of course, and the clipper here. So, and it's been pretty nice. Got this guy down about 13%. So, all right, he's done. Pretty decent bounty as well. So there we go, some combat in the clipper. So this is another exciting portion of the game. You just heard the computer alert me to a capital class signature being detected, and here we go. It's a capital ship that I was able to find an area for it, and it's coming in right now. It's got that menacing noise with it, which I think is pretty badass. Look at this thing, it's a beast. Just gonna try to take a closer look at it here. See the turrets firing, it's already in combat. Very cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take out at least one target here.
Under attack.
Let's choose a faction. Here we go. I'll choose the capital side faction in this case. Now, one of the missions they have back at the space station is actually to try to take out the capital ship. Well, it's not a mission per se. It's on the news announcements just to see if somebody can take out the capital ship. So I haven't tried that, but I think that would be pretty cool as well. Temperature critical. I'm also testing out torpedo pylons in this one, as you can see, as my secondary weapons. It's pretty good damage from what I can see, but only one round in the chamber that you can have. So, boom, this guy's done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Right now I'm just going to take you around a tour of this space station, show you the cityscapes and the planet in the background, and hopefully the shadow of my Imperial clipper on the cityscapes as well, you'll notice here pretty soon. But anyway, we went through some of the changes in beta 1.1, which is now live, so you can download it even if you're not a beta tester and try it out. Keep in mind beta 1.2 I think will be next month, and that'll get wings, which is being able to combine into player squadrons and groups, and that's going to be pretty cool as well. So anyway, once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have an awesome day.